Hey everyone, this is Sam from fightforex.info again today. Today I'm going to make a video about our currency strengths matrix. Um, this is a unique indicator or a meter available only on our site, fightforex.info. And many people come back and ask me about, okay, what is this currency matrix all about? And today I'm going to make an attempt and make a video about that. Okay. Okay, so let's start looking into this. So here is one snapshot of the currency strengths matrix that I took a couple of days ago. This is an image. This is not the live matrix on the site right now. But since it has a nice little setup that I was able to capture, so I'm going to explain the matrix based on that. Okay. So in one of my other videos, I have explained how currency strengths are calculated, right? So what the matrix typically does is it takes all those 8 individual major currencies and ranks them with the least to the highest based on their strengths. So it takes the 1-hour currency strengths meter readings, ranks the currencies on 1-hour chart from 1 to 8, and then corresponding ranks based on their currency strengths for the respective time frames are then plotted on the same table. So for example, Canadian dollar is ranking number 1 on a 1-hour currency strengths chart at this point, but it is 5th on the 4-hour, it is 3rd on the 1-day rank, 1 week is 3, and 1 month is rank 6, right? Similarly, every currency and its corresponding ranks are plotted in this table, which in a way kind of forms a matrix. So that's why we call it a currency strengths matrix, right? Now, what is important in the matrix is the final weighted score. The keyword here being weighted. So what do we do is we give the 1 month rank the highest weightage, 1 week rank the lower, 1 day rank the lower, 4 even lower, and 1 hour the least. The reason we do that is because 1 hour currency strengths are quite volatile. They change very frequently. And even with smaller market news or things that are happening in the market, the smaller currency strength values on the smaller time frame change more drastically or dramatically as compared to as you move towards the right, which is higher time frames. So to give more stable reading, we have come up with this idea of doing weighted scores. So the 1 month rank has the highest weightage, and then it's added with the weighted score on the 1 week rank, weighted score for the 1 day, and so on and so forth. And the total is collected at the end in this last column, right? So the least number, when the total is the least, you basically have an indication that this is the currency that has been showing overall good strength in terms of moving up. So that's why its rank is low, or the lowest, means it's the most positive one. And the currency that has the most highest score is essentially the one that is showing the strength in terms of moving down, or in a way a negative direction or a downward direction. So in this case, it's taking United States dollar, the US dollar, which has 94, and the New Zealand dollar, which is the least, which is 20, and it is showing that, okay, New Zealand dollar is the strongest in terms of currency ranks, currency strength ranks rather, and US dollar is the weakest. So that's why it's trying to tell you that New Zealand and USD is the signal, or is the right or is a very high probability signal to open the trade, like buy New Zealand dollar and sell US dollar. You can see coincidentally Japanese yen has a similar rank, so it could have easily been New Zealand versus JPY. So buy NZD, sell JPY. In this case, the logic just picks the first one, I guess, so it's showing you that one. But I guess it's clear to you, I hope, that how these numbers are calculated, what they mean, and what the weighted scores are, and how to use this matrix, and what is this matrix signal all about. Okay, so that's it. I mean, nothing very complicated or not rocket science. It's just a matrix of the ranks of individual currencies based on their strengths, right? So it's a kind of a derived indicator or a meter from the currency strengths meter, which is explained in another video that you can refer to in my channel. So that's it. That's about it. That's the currency strengths matrix. So one last point before I close this video, I will say that, okay, when the matrix is showing a signal like this, it's clear, but you will find out, like coincidentally the situation is right now on the site, that it also says that there is no signal, right? What does that mean? So what we have found out based on our experience, that there are times when the currency strengths don't really have a clear winner and a clear loser, like no clear currency that is very strong or strong enough to open trades, or currency that is weakest or weak enough to open the currency trades. It's very simple, really. It's just that we look at the total numbers, and if we have a currency score which is a weighted score below 25, we typically think or recommend that's a good one to look at for opening trades, or anything that is higher than 100 or so. 105, I think, is the threshold. So either of those two scenarios happen, then we give out the signal. Otherwise, we just say that there's not enough momentum, and hence there is no signal. So that's the scenario that happens every once in a while, like it's happening now. As you can see, there's no currency with a score below 25 or more than 105. That's why there is no signal. Okay, it's again our recommendation. You are welcome to try your own logic, interpretation of these numbers the way you think is more appropriate now that you know what those numbers mean. And you can use the matrix to your advantage. I mean, even though we say no signal, don't take our word for it. I mean, if you want to figure out and derive your own signals out of it, that's fine too. It's there, come anytime, it's free, and you can take advantage of it, and we hope it helps you improve your trading profits. Okay.